Hello, and thanks for clicking on my little YouTube channel. Just out having a little walk in a little bit of new woodland that's just been opened pretty close to my home. Again, I've brought me Van Gogh Ozone 40-50 litre pack with everything I would take on a wild camp in it. Sleeping bag, sleep mat, tent, all the other bits that you take, you know, all the good stuff. Just getting used to having a bit of a walk with it again. Got the dog with me down there somewhere, so hopefully if he behaves himself and is quiet I might get to put the Lanshan up. I've also bought a strap camera holder thing for the DJI, so see how that gets on and see how it holds. Right, well, he's getting a few more dog walkers around here now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this one here and I'll pop back out on my own and go and have a look at the Lanshan down by the river without the dog. I do love him, but I can't do anything like this apart from walk with him. I can't be messing about setting stuff up like I said before, I just can't. So anyway, I'll leave that bit here for now. I might post this, I might keep it for me just personal use to look at how I've been messing on with the settings, but if it makes it on, it might be. Who knows these things. Right, anyway, so I might see you later, I might not. Drop the dog back at home, and just coming down to the river. You'll have seen me camp here before. I can hear some voices, so I'll switch this off. I'm not one for talking to myself. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on HDR or not. I'm trying to look at the screen without my glasses on. I don't think it is, you know. Hang on. Yeah, so it's on. Switched it to HDR now, so we shall see if there's any actions. See if there's any difference. Put you a bit further out. I'm hoping that the settings stay the same and that it's still on wide angle and stuff. Seems a bit balmy that you can't, you probably can, but you can't just set it to HDR and then it stays on that. It seems to have to, every time you do it you've got to go back and switch it to that. Look down by the river. Just look for somewhere to put the Lanshan up and then I'll have a look at it. See how long it takes me. Yeah, there must be a way of setting that up. So it stays on. It's down here is where I camped in the Taji 2 that night when I had my bike. Right. And I picked up the mic as well when I went in, so I'll give that a blast when I do the tent. And then see, oh, maybe he's over there across this bridge. I was thinking in between those two trees there and on that bit of path, but I know dog walkers come round there, so might be better off just trying to pitch it over here slightly out the way, not much but slightly better. Let's go and have a look. The tent will probably take 5 minutes to put up. It's the filming gear, setting the tripod and everything up that will probably take longer. On the back of here. Not sure I'll get around there. Let's have a look what this is like. Sort of mid-G's. You get that by the river now, aren't you? Let's see what the ground's like. I've got the footprint anyway, so right, let's have a look. Plonk it there, do you think? Right, so I will set up here. So here it is, my new Lanshan 1 Plus, not the Pro. I didn't want to get the Pro because you can't swap the inners out on it like you can this one. And you're more prone to condensation. This will probably get it anyway, but yeah, so I bought this from Camperlists. I think it delivered and everything was about £120. That's where your taxes and everything, export things, already priced into it. So I can just hear voices. So yeah, so not a bad price. And this comes in, I think it comes in at about 900 grams, all in with the pegs and everything. Obviously, with it being a trekking pole tent, you do need to provide your own trekking pole. And I bought the footprint as well. But yeah, brilliant tent, made of sil nylon, and it's slightly larger than the other one. I've already done a few mods to it that I pinched off Novice Wild Campers Mike's site. I've got the metal buckle as well to put on the front, the ram's horn thing, but I've just not put that on. But I've put the bungees on the bathtub bottom. So right, I'll get it up and then we'll have a look around it. So there you are, that's just my ground sheet, couple of seconds, loosely pegged out, because you do normally have to move these guy ropes once you get the body of the tent onto it. And like all good people, everything start getting heavier and heavier down here as I'm packing stuff into my pocket. But that's it basically. That's 5 pegs for the footprint, and it'll also be the 5 same pegs that you use for the tent itself before you put your pole in. So that's the ground sheet all set out. Just making sure this mic's still working. Sorry, the ground sheet. That's the tent basically on. So the original 5 pegs that I put down for the footprint, just attached there. These are the bungees that I swapped out. It was a yellow cord, the same as these on the bathtub, but the bungee does work better. Now all these lines, you leave those slack until you get your trekking pole in, which is always a bit of a palaver, and then a peg at the front to pull it out. Well, actually, I'll get that peg ready now, and we'll see how it looks. Right, let's have a go. This is always the worst bit, to be fair. So apparently, if you pick this up, see how find the cap at the top. There's this bit here, and push it up. And then this goes as a grommet there. I think you are supposed to go through that little other loop as well, but just for this I'm not gonna bother. So that's that up and out. And what we do, there's a loop here in the line which you don't undo, because that gives you your distance. So I'm just gonna, you might see me here just off camera. I'm going to just pull this out and peg it in. Yeah, just sort that out. So that's that in now. You can see there's a ram's horn on this that connects to connects to these two bits here. Still looking, because I've not. I'll just pull that onto there. Then all I need to do is go around and tighten the other lines. It's a bit tricky getting them in there, to be fair. So I'll do the back first. And these guy lines to go out on the sides and backs as well. Hopefully I won't pull the pegs out with this, it'll just tension that more. A bit more on that. Same on the sides. Give them a pull down. This is probably what takes the longest really, is this getting your lines tensioned properly. You can see it's starting to become tauter. Obviously not the ideal pitch, but you get the gist of it, I hope. And then you would peg out your guy lines. I can probably get that a bit tauter, to be honest. Especially on this back one. Pull that down a bit more. Same with that one. That one's already quite close to where it needs to be. But that in essence is basically it. I will pop a couple of guide lines in. Got 3 guide lines, 2 at the side and 1 at the back, so extra 3 pegs. I'll probably use some rustling from my pocket. That just gives you your interior a bit more. In fact, if I unlock these, just to give us a bit more stretch on it. Is that one in? Have a look round the back. That's the back peg in, and the one at the side. If I tried to get it under a tree, I wouldn't be able to. Right. Could probably move this front a bit, I think. Do you reckon? Just going to bring it out a bit further so that the eye line's not loose enough and move it. It'll either work or it won't, won't it? Yeah. Seems better. There we go. So there we have it. The Lanshan one plus up. I mean, that has took me probably 10 minutes, only because I'm recording and stuff at the same time and basically faffing about. So but yeah, there's the guidelines at the side. Those are your, get them on camera somehow, those are your tensioners here. you just give a tug down onto. I mean, this could be better if I'm honest. That back peg does need to come out a bit more. Over here, I'll see if I can just tension that. Pull that down a bit more. That's all you do to tension the back. Yeah, it's probably a bit more on these sides as well. But yeah, this is probably what takes the majority of the time, is going around just keep tweaking it and giving it those small adjustments. But yeah, and there we go. And then to get inside, which I don't think I'll be able to undo that with one hand. So yeah, so this is that ram's head clip that people say they have problems with the plastic breaking. I think Mike from Novice Wild Camper, again on his tips, he ordered one from America. I think it cost him like $30-40 or whatever, but Outdoor Gear Essentials now stock them and they're a tenner each. That's not a pack of two or anything. So alright, so here's the door, obviously Velcro there. It's always the awkward bit, this, isn't it? Velcroed up to there, and then just roll this door back, it says. Right, so there's the door open. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed about when I got this, I thought that all the Four Seasons inners came with the T-zip. It doesn't. They now come with this J-zip. But you can see there's plenty of room there in the porch for cooking and your bits. Like I said, I got the Four Season inner, so basically it's still it's solid, but it's not a thingy. There's the mesh bit at the top with a spidder trying to get in. So yeah, the zip's pretty smooth, moved nicely. Again, you can roll that back and click it away, but you have a look in. Plenty of room in there. There is a bit of sag in it, like, to be fair. That's my only thing with this tent, is it seems, I know that this is a larger version, but I don't know whether they've made the inner larger but then not bothered with the tent, the actual tent rainfly to be larger. So even though you've got more room, I think you do have a bit more sag in it, if I'm honest. And you do have a hanging point for a lantern up there. You've got vent underneath here. So I'm not going to jump in it because it is quite muddy and it's pretty clean in there at the minute. So yeah, but all in all, very pleased with it. Definitely the weight. Notice a difference from when I've been lugging them heavier tents around. So that's it. We'll get it packed away now. And yeah, I'm happy with it. It's probably not as, I don't know. It's probably not. It is, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, right. I'm a little bit disappointed with the inner, to be honest, with how saggy it is. I'll have to try and look. I've watched other people's videos to see if they've sorted out any sort of thing. The closest I've come to seeing it sort of get a bit taut is where they've put trekking poles on the guy out and ran the guy line around the top of the trekking pole and down just to lift it up a bit. But I mean, that just means you're carrying more trekking poles. I suppose if you're in the woods or plenty of wood around, you could use wood, but we'll see. Right, let's get it put down and see how long it takes me. Hopefully very quick. Right, one last thing, as always, should really mention it, everybody else does, but that's where I was. So it doesn't matter, even if you're coming out just to do a bit of a first look type video or wherever you're using in the countryside, always leave no trace. Right, so there we have it, all packed away. It's a lot quicker to pack away. You just loosen all the straps off first from the side, your tensioning straps, and then take your guy line pegs out. I'm not going to teach you how to put a tent down, I'm sure you don't know, but you can just stuff it into it, stuff stack, get it right down, like you say, literally inches long. So yeah, spot on. Let's see when I get out on it. I'm hopefully going to get out this week on a camp, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I'll leave it there. That's it for now. It's going to be long enough as it is. I bet you wish all my videos went as quick as that. Taking it down bit did. So once again, if you're already subscribed, thank you ever so much. You know it really is appreciated. If you're not, please think about hitting that subscription button. And if you have liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. As always, it does help with the YouTube analytics. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to try and edit this down as short as I can, but as normal, I've waffled on and on and on. Best thing to do is just skip skip till the bits that interest you. But that's it from now, from me. So bye for now. Adios amigos.